Welcome to Cash Value Private Banking. Cash Value Private Banking is a unique approach to financial growth. Our clients build their own private bank that allows them to compound their wealth tax-free and risk-free for life, guaranteed, without any exposure to market volatility. With massive government debt, personal debt, and political turmoil, how likely is it that the economy is a bubble that will burst in the next 10 years? According to Ray Dalio, billionaire and chief investment officer of Bridgewater Associates, the world's largest hedge fund, it is very likely that this is a bubble that will burst. Ray did an in-depth study of debt cycles and found parallels to our current conditions in every other debt and socioeconomic bubble that burst over the last 500 years. According to Ray, each long-term debt cycle has lasted for approximately 80 years, going from one new world order to the next. Our current long-term debt cycle started in 1945 with the Bretton Woods Agreement, after the Great Depression and after World War II. Add 80 years to 1945 to find that the approximate end of this long-term debt cycle is projected to be 2025. All of the previous cycles have had the same telltale signs that we see now: a debt bubble, big wealth gaps, and low interest rates, followed by a debt bust and the printing of new money and new credit. Due to the pandemic, the printing of new money and new credit in our current cycle has been accelerated. This actually started with the bailout of the investment banks in 2009 and the massive quantitative easing that followed. In the later stages of the cycle, there are revolutions and wars that led to debt and political restructuring. These wars and revolutions can take the shape of the kind of political unrest we see today. Half of the voting population not only sees the world in a polar opposite way compared to the other half, they do it with a vehemence and anger unknown in our lifetimes. We can only hope that the final debt and final political restricting phase is peaceful. Time will tell. Remember, it took 16 years after the market crash in 1929 to restructure into the New World Order. We went through the Great Depression and World War II before it was over. Many people never recovered from that tragedy. So how likely is it that with the massive government, personal debt, and the political turmoil we face today, that the economy is a bubble that will burst in the next 10 years? Many feel like it is very likely. How will it feel if what we take for granted today is gone tomorrow? And what can you do to protect yourself? Our clients don't care about the direction of the markets. They are protected. Their wealth grows tax-free and risk-free, guaranteed for life with no exposure to market volatility. How do they do it? Instead of putting their money into someone else's commercial bank or into the markets or IRAs or 401ks, they build their own personal bank, safe and secure. We call these personal banks cash value private banks. Instead of taking a loan from a commercial lender to buy cars or college or real estate or business equipment or vacations, our clients take loans from their personal cash value private bank. Their capital works in two places. They own the asset they bought, while their cash remains in their private bank, compounding every year for the rest of their lives. Compounding is the key to a long-term fortune. In a free 15-minute consultation, we take all the mystery out of building a cash value private bank. We make it simple, step by step. Thank you for watching this introductory video. Reach out now. Our team of professionals will be happy to answer any questions you have about cash value private banks. Request a detailed and specific personal illustration so you will know exactly what to expect if you build your own cash value private bank. You decide if it works for you. No obligation, no pressure, all free. We look forward to speaking with you.